Well, hello there. I'm not really a fan of internet drama, but this situation is on whole other level of
Пиздец!
However, to explain everything properly, we need to start from the beginning. Meet TinyBunny, a visual novel by Russian developers, based on the short story of the same name by Dmitry Mordas. The first demo was released in 2018, and over the years, 4 episodes was released, with the 5th and final episode currently in production. However, the game is now at the risk of cancellation due to 2 scandals. The first scandal was insignificant and blown way out of proportion. The developer, Psychona Joker, was accused what? The reason? The scene in episode 4, where the main character, Anton, kisses Polina and gets caught by her grandfather. And that's all. Literally nothing else substantial about this conflict. One particular person involved in this mess was Ivanov, who had previously translated the game into Spanish. However, his translation was
говно!
And the developers politely refused to make it an official translation, at most allowing it as a fan-made one. And what he done? He started demanding money from the developers. After being told to fuck off, he began filing complaints to the ICRF, claiming that the game contained
pornography.
Later he even teamed up with the central figure of the next scandal. Now let's move on to the bigger controversy, which erupted just this past week. The largest Russian let's player, Kuplinov, had 2 of his TinyBunny gameplay videos taken down. The culprit? The game's former composer, Dmitry Pityakin. This is the same guy who posted on Twitter saying that women shall be replaced with beer robots because they can't say no. Back in 2018, he composed a few tracks for the game, received 10,000 rubles, or about $130 at today's exchange rate, sold the rights to the music, and disappeared. But now he back blackmailing the developers for 30 million rubles and later raising the demand to the $30 million. You might ask, how is he even able to blackmail them if deal was properly documented? Well, the thing is the contract had errors, which he was aware of, and he decided to exploit this fact once the game became popular. Блять. Anton, hi! Now let's get down to the business. Your PDF contracts are dog shit. Nobody gives a fuck about them in EU, where I have my residence. I will just fuck you, and you will stuck in my way for the rest of your life. Think better about how redistribute and come. Let me clarify. At the time of the transactions, the PDF files had not been ratified. As a result, Kuplinov received 2 copyright strikes, putting his entire channel at risk of deletion. The formal reason? The use of Pityakin music in his videos. Then Pityakin personally messaged Kuplinov, suggesting they do a joint live stream where he would explain everything and split the donations 50 on 50. He even added the Kuplinov entire channel was at stake. Yeah, you got that right. He was threatening to take down a YouTube channel with 17 million subscribers. Kuplinov immediately reached out to Psychona and asked,
What the fuck is this?
Psychona explained everything I just told you. And he added that his genius had demanding 10,000 euro in cash, send whatever he want, or else I will nothing remain from you. Pityakin also started harassing the second developer, accusing both Starsov, aka Psychona, and Sokolov of being frauds, claiming that his music was the main reason for the game's success. He even made a reference to the Brat 2 movie.
Вот скажи мне, американец, в чем сила? Разве в деньгах?
After all the threats, every single track he composed was removed from the game and will be replaced with new music. If you have used his music in any of your videos, I strongly advise you to hide them. This fucking dumbass is actively searching for the videos that used his tracks and feeling copyright strikes. Yes, even Markiplier is now at risk.
The game, so I'll play through.
I have no words. This guy basically reenacted that meme in real life. He could have just kept composing music for other games and proudly stated that he worked on TinyBunny. But instead, his greed and stupidity destroyed his own reputation. According to Psychona, Dmitry Petyakin is a scammer who is already blacklisted by many studios. And I think TinyBunny voice actress Christina Sherman, aka Trixie Vox, say it best.
То есть человек подписал в 2018, прости господи, году, когда игра еще была на стадии демо-версии, договор с Сайкона на то, что вот, дескать, я продаю права на свою музыку, все классно, все здорово, получаю за это 10 тысяч рублей. Это, конечно, ну, на мой взгляд, это маловато, но, типа, ты сам согласился на такую сумму, ну, глупо, как бы, теперь кричать, что ты продешевил и требовать каких-то миллионов. То есть человек заключил договор, а потом игра неожиданно хайпанула, выстрелила, и человек такой, блин, что-то я вот прям жестко продешевил, а давай-ка пойду шантажировать. Ну, то есть это изначально какая-то хрень. Вместо того, чтобы как-то, вот, ну, может быть, по-человечески договориться, прийти к Сайкону, сказать, слушай, чувак, у нас там договор какой-то, он ссылается на то, что, типа, договор какой-то недействительный, еще что-то. Окей, даже если так, типа, чел, ну, смотри, мы договор с тобой заключали, а я вот тут выяснил, что он недействительный. Давай, может быть, как-то вот перезаключение сделаем. И если можно мне как-то немножечко, ну, посолиднее там сумму или еще что-нибудь, там, а то вот молод был, допустим, там, глуп, да, условно говоря, продешевил. Ну, неужели по-человечески нельзя договориться? Зачем начинать разговор с того, что, типа, ну, короче, слушай, в общем, сюда, малой. Я теперь хочу большие косари евро за свое творчество. И если ты мне эти большие косари не дашь, то я тебя загнаю. Ну, вот такой тон разговора, я не знаю. Изначально какой-то очень странный. То есть, что делает Сайкона? Сайкона выпиливает всю музыку этого Металлика, заменяет другой музыкой, и, казалось бы, ну все, инцидент исчерпан. Нет, нет, потому что человек что начинает делать? Человек начинает беситься с того, что он не получил желаемого, и, дескать, не доставайся же ты никому, моя драгоценная музыка, я пойду страйкать все, чтобы что. Я вот не поняла вот этого мува, потому что изначально вроде как человек писал, что я не буду трогать фанатов, никогда мне так приятно, что вот мое творчество в массах. В итоге он что делает? Он просто страйкает любой вообще видос, где звучит его музыка. Даже если это не связано с Зайчиком, но просто кто-то воспользовался музыкой из Зайчика, вот этого вот запросто вот этого композитора, видос будет страйкнут. Это вот что, блядь? Типа тебе приятно, что твое творчество в массах распространяется, вот ты страйкаешь, чтобы его никто не слышал? Окей. Логика, ну, вышел погулять, видимо, еще не вернулась, я не знаю. И логика еще в том у этого композитора, что типа ненавидеть должны Сайкона за это. За то, что ты, блядь, страйкаешь видосы, ненавидеть должны Сайкона. Просчитался, но где? Насрал в штаны, а теперь ходишь спрашиваешь, кто это сделал. Почему это все говном воняет?
This wild situation reminds me of what happened with Andrei Sapkowski, the author of The Witcher books. He sold the rights for 10,000 euros, and after the games became popular, he started demanding money from the developers, money he needed for his son's medical treatment. And while he was suing them, his son passed away. It's a perfect example of how greed destroys people. Fortunately, those who obsess with grabbing what isn't theirs usually end up with nothing. To the TinyBunny developers, I want to say I wish you the best in dealing with this madman and finishing episode 5. The scandal has actually given a huge hype boost for the game. And as for Petyakin, that dude buried his own reputation so deep. I hope he will never cross out. He wanted $30 million, but got 30 million people who hate him instead. Once he composes soundtracks, now he composes threats in direct messages. He changed his genre. I made TinyBunny popular, said the man whose music was completely removed from the game. He wanted money, but got mass ban instead. Well, at least now he finally achieved something massive in his career. They say his music creates an atmosphere of horror, especially for lawyers when they find out what legal grounds he's suing on.
Фу, пиздец, денек. Валим отсюда, парни.